Modern gaming is dead. I know that seems like a shock, but to me, it it has died very noticeably. I went to Walmart yesterday, doing some shopping, grocery shopping for food, and I saw they had on sale, on clearance, Black Ops 6. It was 20 bucks. And I bought it. I get home from grocery shopping, do that stuff. I get ready to play it, and it's, oh, needs an update. So I'm like, okay. I updated my thing, logged into PSN, all stuff, and it's a 100 gigabyte update. So when I could play it in, a couple minutes, now it took the entire day. It got to the point where it was, I think, around 11 or 12, and after that completed, I just shut off the PS4 and went to bed. I didn't get to go to bed until like 2, couldn't sleep, but that kind of sealed the fate for me of modern gaming. I grew up, I would say personally, in the one of the golden ages of gaming, from the Xbox 360, the PS3, the PS2, the Wii, the Nintendo DS, the PSP even. And those consoles, they were made for people who had a life. Now, you may have been younger growing up, but you've still had a life outside gaming. Met up with friends and did all that other stuff. When I look at gaming now, it's kind of a travesty to what happens when I remember when I bought Dark Souls, the refurbished copy for my 360 that I have. I put the disc in, I clicked no to Xbox Online, and I was playing the game in less than 2 minutes. It loaded kind of slow, but I was in the game, in the world, within a few minutes. And I remember that. When I looked through all my old, like Mass Effect 3, Skyrim, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, like the minute you get home from school or going out from your part time job to get it, getting it in, and putting it in the console, you could play it within a few minutes. If you wanted to do the update, you could, but it wouldn't take a day and a half almost. And that's with good internet. If I had bad internet or really slow internet, that would take days. when when I had to download my games for my desktop, it got wiped in some incident or whatever when I got it fixed. And it was like two extendable storage devices, expandable devices. I'm like, oh, I'm going to check it, and none of my games are there. And I have a few hundred. So, kind of upset by that fact. So then, they couldn't do anything for that, obviously, but basically, I had to leave my desktop on for days for it to download the games that I wanted. Leave it day and night, to download my hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes of games. When I look at the newer Call of Duties, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, the new ones, Call of Duty Vanguard, and all that stuff. I look at that, and it's hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes. If I wanted to download all the newer Call of Duties that I have on my BattleNet, it would take up pretty much my entire system. If I wanted every asset feature I wanted. Even the campaigns can be like 40 plus gigabytes. And yes, the games look fantastic, look realistic. But when I look at Black Ops 1 on my Xbox 360 or my PS3, it barely takes up 20 gigabytes, I think, if I remember last time I checked. That's doable. Not this. Not 100 gigabytes just to play the campaign, zombies, and maybe some offline multiplayer. And I think for one time I tried to get around that. It wouldn't let me continue. I think the campaign for one of the Call of Duties until I downloaded more of it. Or playing zombies, I couldn't do that because I didn't download more gigabytes of it. Like the PS2 and the Xbox 360 that I have, the PS3 that I have, they're elements of a bygone era. Like, I have my Xbox 360 right behind me. I could plug that in right now on my TV and play it. I have so many games on physical media that I could play, and it wouldn't take up half the game, half the storage space on it. And it, like back then, those consoles, the PSP, the DS, the Wii, they actually respected you as a living person. It's like when I looked at Best Buy as well. I was there. I always look at the budget items, laptops, computers, consoles, and stuff. When the cheapest laptop went up from $200 to $350, and they claimed RAM shortages or whatever they said, I'm like, okay. And then on the other end of the budget hardware that says budget laptops, they had a laptop for over $1,000. I looked behind me. There are gaming laptops for some as much as $5,000. I saw one for $3,000, $3,200. I'm like, wow, that is not affordable. I used to have an old gaming laptop. Now, back then in the day, I forgot what year that was. Probably when I was in high school. Um, that laptop was $1,200. Now, that's a big purchase back then. But that, to me, is doable. Because $1,200, that's like a once a year like big purchase, if you got it from a birthday gift or Christmas or you saved up your money from school or work. That actually felt more manageable. But now it's not even feasible. The tech industry has kind of abandoned everyone. It's made for people who have disposable income or tech reviewers who can make a yearly video and buy all these laptops and consoles and stuff. When I read articles on different PC websites of, oh, budget laptops, then I'm like, okay, what's a budget laptop? It says, well, for gaming, maybe 1200 if you can get that. Or, oh, you want the MacBook, a grand plus. I'm like, okay. The MacBook Neo, that's now 700. It used to be 600. It just released, like I think a few months ago. It somehow went up $100. When I look at budget phones, you know, like for mobile gaming, I'm like, okay, what's a good mobile gaming phone? And the one, this one article I read, it was like a $800 gaming phone with like peripherals, handheld controller, and I'm thinking to myself, at that point, you could buy a PS5. You could buy an Xbox. You could buy a desktop even. And I'm like, in what way is that a mobile gaming phone? I mean, what the hell happened here? I seriously don't know. It's like if my PS4 like breaks, it has it's non salvageable or something along those lines. I I think I truly think that that will be my last gaming console that I purchase. Like I'll skip the PS5, the Xbox, and I've been thinking about that for quite a while actually. I mean, I look at um, like the 360. I just looked it up on Amazon. If that one breaks, I can get a refurbished one around on the high scale 250. And that one had 500 gigabytes of storage with two controllers with it. I mean, I remember when the Xbox 360 and the PS3 at most were $500. I mean, it used to be so much more affordable, but it just kind of went to hell in a handbasket. I mean, every day I check for good deals, on like budget phones, laptops, and stuff, because I'm always in the mindset of, okay, if my stuff breaks, I can easily, within like saving a paycheck or, don't go out to eat for a week or two, just take a little money out here by there, I can comfortably replace that and not make a dent in anything, you know? When I look at like the TVs, my my Samsung TV breaks, I'll be sad. That's a big chunk. I looked at a 24-inch TV, I think. Was it 24 or 32-inch TV? That was $88. And to me, that is worth it. 100%. Because you don't have to baby it. I don't have to baby my Pixel XL phone that I bought for $70. If it breaks, I can get another one. It's $70. If the new iPhone, if I get that, breaks, that's 1,500. If that. If I want the Samsung Z Flip or the Razor Flip, those are 3 grand at some of them. And I'm like, what? Why? Like even my Moto G 5G that I got it on sale for $130. They don't make that phone anymore. The cheapest Motorola phone that I found was around, I want to say full price, $300, which isn't bad. It didn't have the right storage capacity. If mine has 128 gigabytes, that one had 64 for $300, a budget phone. I've looked at blue phones, like their dirt cheapest phone. It's like $50. I'm like, okay, that's the dirt cheapest phone I could find. And I asked AI the simplest question: can it respectfully run old school RuneScape? Because I love that game. It told me no. That game is 20 years old. It can't even run it. Now that phone is specifically made for affordability and like calling and texting. Not made for gaming. I get that. But that was kind of a sticker shock to me because I'm like, okay, if a potato can basically run the damn thing, I feel like a phone could. Just tech in general, gaming in general, is not really affordable anymore. When I was growing up, I'd save up money. $60 was a brand new game. Get it from my local GameStop. Have someone drive you there. Get the game. $60 was a lot of money back then. It still is now, basically. And that game still respected your time. Like I could read the back of it. They used to have pamphlets with it. I could read that all night in the car when I'm going to another store and all that. But then you get home, you rush home downstairs to turn on the Xbox, you put in the game, and if you had Xbox Live or you didn't have Xbox Live, you just say no or something, and you were playing the game, basically. And to me, that's unheard of nowadays. Like if I buy the new Starfield, because I'm like, okay, I like Bethesda. It's $40. I'm like, okay. It's around, what is it, like 80 gigabytes or more. I'm like, okay. So I wait a couple hours. 3 hours, maybe, 4. And I just sit here. Because if I play other games, it slows it down. I just, like, my Xbox 360 controllers don't work anymore. I mean, they're a decade old. They got the battery acid crust in them. They're not unusable. And I found 2 replacement controllers. You just plug in a USB adapter. It looks exactly like the old one in a way, and it was like $20. for two of them. And I'm like, okay, that's reasonable. That, to me, is reasonable. When I look at the new Xbox controllers, the baseline at $70 plus, or the Elite Gamers for $200 plus, or the PS5 for $90 sometimes. And I'm like, what? There's a price difference here. Astronomically different. It's not affordable. I mean, it's not even feasible at this point, I think. Like, sometimes the controllers can be more expensive than the games by a huge margin. Even like the Nintendo DS that I have, I have a few of them lying around somewhere. I could buy a new game for like 20, 30, 40, 50, $60. And I remember I could just open the game case, plug it in, and play it in the parking lot. I mean, that simplistic idea of gaming is one of the reasons why I miss those days of the simplicity of it, of like, you're in the back of your mom's car or your sister's car or your brother's car, and they drive you to the store because you're not old enough. You buy the new Mario, Kirby, or Mario Kart, or whatever game you want, or the PSP games as well. And you could just plop it in, and by the time you got out of the parking lot, you were playing a new game. I miss those days. I truly do. Now, there are some indie games nowadays that are very low storage capacity and like that, so I could do that too. But it doesn't hit the same as it did when you were younger. Like, it's just kind of not really a defeatist mentality, but I mean, gaming in general now, technology in general, isn't really affordable to anyone. I mean, you got bills, you have bills, groceries, rent, all this stuff. It's not really feasible nowadays, which is really sad to me. Like, if my Xbox breaks, my PS3 breaks, my PS2 breaks, my Nintendo DS, I can relatively get replacements a lot simpler. Because I could find a dirt cheap DS or a 360 or PS2 for maybe $200 on Amazon, a refurbished one, or on Marketplace or whatever. It might have some dents and scratches in it, as long as to me the battery works great, or if I just gotta keep it plugged in, I don't mind. I got a Chromebook right next to me. That was $50. $50. And it turns on. And the only thing I regret about that laptop, if it had the Google Play Store to play like some game, some light game. Or I could do Spotify. If it could do those two things, I'd be happy with it. It can't. But now it sits there as my gaming walkthrough thing. Now I'm like, okay, keep it plugged in all the time. It's $40. If that breaks and I really want another one, it's $40. Not the end of the world. If it was a MacBook or Omen gaming laptop, that's thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't want to spend that. Even the Chromebooks that I see on sale, their sale item is $230. Otherwise, it's almost $400 for some Chromebooks. The cheapest one I found at Walmart is $218. I'm like, that's their budget. Budget. Laptop, full price. I'm like, okay. That's not terrible. It's not good, personally, but it's not terrible. That one I could see if you save up a couple paychecks to make sure you have enough cushion for it. I'm alright with that. And sorry about the cough, I have a cold. Everything is becoming so much more unaffordable. Gas is way up. Gas used to be dirt cheap when I was a kid. Food used to be cheap. I was looking at used cars, and I found a dirt cheap one for like a couple grand. And I was looking at pictures of it. It is destroyed. The inside, the outside, I mean, it was destroyed. I'm like, well, I mean, that might be because on like cars.com or something. I could go to Marketplace, try to find something. But, I mean, what happened to affordability? In general, gaming, food, tech relation. What happened? When I was looking up the cheapest new car, like, okay, let's say you want a brand new car. Brand new. Then you have money set aside from working, trading, I don't know what. Example, they used to have a Mitsubishi Mirage, brand new, for around $15,000. Now that's a huge chunk of money in cash or on a loan payment or a car payment. I'm like, okay, if I really needed a car that bad and I wanted something new, I would get that in a heartbeat. They don't have that anymore. I think the cheapest new car I want to say is around 30. I'm not too certain about that one, but to be honest, I would love a dirt cheap car that can run good, gets okay gas mileage, but if it breaks down, it's not going to be like a nuclear catastrophe going on. When like a Nissan or a Mercedes breaks, you're kind of screwed. It's damn near impossible to find crap for it. It's a car from the last couple of decades, well, from a decade ago. It might be classy, it's nice, but to find replacement stuff for it is really hard to do. Nissan is kind of hard to do because that company might be going out of business. Yeah, this video is mainly me rambling on for a while. That is what you get here. Because I assume, well, not assume, but I would think that this is what a lot of people kind of feel like nowadays. Talk to people at work, talk to my friends. It's it sucks. When I look at the newest Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's gonna be $80 if they release it this year. If they do, I'm not sure. Says they will. Or the $100 Ultimate Edition has features that are locked behind paywalls in the game. And I'm like, I remember the controversy with Oblivion and the horse armor. I think I was a little bit young for that, but around that era of DLC content, that when that happened, the floodgate just opened up. Like I remember vividly getting like Black Ops 1, the DLC packs 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I remember you would get one zombies map and then 4 multiplayer maps. So I think for what was it, like $40? If I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it was $40, I want to say, for the DLC pass, the season pass, they used to call it. And you were to get 4 zombie maps and 16 additional multiplayer maps for $40. That's amazing. Because even then, if you just wanted to play Moon or Shangri-La on Black Ops 1, $20. Okay. Yep. Save up some money. You buy it. You let them download, and they're good to go. I mean, that was so much better than the content we have nowadays for gaming, for season passes, for battle passes, for this and this. It's so much time, money, and effort that I don't have anymore. I'm exhausted from work after this. I've been sitting in my chair or on my couch after I made dinner. I'm tired. I want to sit on my couch. It's like I don't even have the motivation to play the new game I just bought. When it was the 100 gigabyte update, that defeated me. It really stuck into me that modern gaming and modern tech is unfeasible nowadays. But I think when my PS4, if it does break, if I could maybe find an okay deal with the PS4 refurbished, I might buy another one. I might. Just to play the games I have on my digital account. And the few that I have in physical. But I would say at this point, I don't think I'm ever probably gonna buy a modern console again. The PS5, the Xbox, and they keep changing the stupid names. It's confusing. Like the Xbox, I don't even know what the Xbox is called now. It's the Xbox One. Is it Xbox Series X? I can't remember. And at least the PS4 and PS5 are easy to remember. But the Xbox just confuses the hell out of me. And Activision confuses the hell out of me with their games. Because I have Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops. Oh, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 on 360. And then on my PS4, they remade Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, and then Black Ops 4, 5, and 6? That continuation off of the new storyline, it's confusing because they picked the same names. Why? I get it's a new storyline with the same characters. It baffles me because when I have to look it up now, I have to specify which one. Like if I look up Modern Warfare 2, which one? The newer one or the old one? The classic, the golden one. Modern Warfare 3. I love that one. Is it the new one or the old one? They're both Modern Warfare 3. Why are they confusing everyone? I don't get it. I really don't. And at this point, these price points for gaming, phones, it's so much that I might just keep buying refurbished stuff. Because at least for some aspects of it, I can retain that simple lifestyle that I like. And that makes it seem like, in a way, more human. That, after work, you sit down on your chair, put the 360 on, you can game for a few hours, turn it off, and you want to go spend time with your family, girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, husband, whatever, don't care. You can do it. No, yes, you can do the same with the PS5, the Xbox, the PC. But I think for me, it's the mentality of the older technology, the older phones and games and consoles. they respected you as a person. Because I think they respected you more when the older games they would come out yearly, maybe have a delay or two, or the iPhone, the Blackberries, Nokias, they used to be affordable. The cheapest iPhone, I think, is. I have to look that up now. Like a brand new iPhone. The cheapest iPhone is $600. And the cheapest car, a Hyundai Venue, which is 21 to 22, which isn't bad. I miss like the $15,000 one because I'm. It's always fun looking for like cheap cars or anything like that. Because you type cars and they got the new Nissan, the new Subaru, and they want you in on a plan for a new vehicle, and it is. Like I looked up a used car. The first one pops up is 40 grand. $40,000. I said used. It has 40,000 miles on it. And then if I look up like vehicle from low to high, I forgot how to find that on this website. Oh, there it is. My bad. I bought a 95 Chrysler LeBron with some rust on the bottom right for $700. Now, that one could need a lot of work, but it's $700. I mean, that's not that bad, but it's like 140,000 for a 99 Malibu, Chevy Malibu. $1,500. That's reasonable to me. Oh, yes, it might be crappy, it might not, uh, you know, turn people's heads around, but to me, as long as the car didn't have any major issues, like it wasn't gonna blow up the engine or seize up or anything like that, I don't mind that. This rant's been going on for a little bit. This one's I'm really invested in, heated about because